as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Atlanta Falcons. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Down, Morse, and he's got his man on the out route, and he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3, but we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Here we go. What?
Hey. Four down.
Flex round.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Second down following the incompletion.
Two times. Come on, let's go. Ohio. Flex round.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and that'll make it third down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down.
Tight end right.
Here we go. What? 90.
Hey.
What? 90.
Hey, we got four. We got four down.
Ohio.
To throw on third down, Morse. Throwing left side, it's complete. 19 yards that time for number 19.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
I got 19.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Come on, let's go. Brad,
Ohio. Check. Lucky.
Freeman again. And he's got some space here. Freeman a first down and more. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Come on, let's go. Brad, 38.
Operating from the gun, Morse. And he's taken down trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Choke, choke.
Ohio!
Choke, choke.
Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Whip, whip.
Here we go!
On second down, Freeman. They'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Come on, let's go! What? 90!
The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Ohio!
Kill,
Ohio!
kill. Turn it up.
Flex
Kill,
round!
kill, kill.
Flex
Turn it up.
round!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Avery Jones in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Single.
Hurry up, here we go! Good!
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And his first pass is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the play.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
So the sack of Garoppolo.
Let's go!
And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Going up top. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I'd say that qualifies as a pretty darn good opening series. Get them into 3rd and long, get them out of their comfort zone, and guess what? Get your crowd into it early, too.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's taken to the 26. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer 3rd of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say Laddie or did he say Lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say Laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard Laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
Double tight, double tight.
Let's go!
The play clock's running down. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
and why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Tight end right.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Ohio!
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
Fresh set of downs here.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's
Here we
right.
go! Ohio! Ohio!
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 now. 4 now.
Looking to throw. Morse. This will be caught at about the 6. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 4-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's go! Grand 38!
To throw on 2nd down. Morse. That's complete right around the 8. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 down.
Come on, let's go!
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I can't say that I was really in love with the play call there. A draw in that situation, I know it's a risk-reward call. If it works, he walks in.
And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. And we were scoreless up until this point in the 2nd quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Busts through the tackle. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Roy Miller with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Sack, baby. Sack, baby.
Here we go now.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Let's go. White 90. White 90. Ohio. 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 Ohio.
On 1st and 10, Morse. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Double tight, double tight.
Here we go. White 90. White 90.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
Here we go. Ran 38.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Morse. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a 1st down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
Here we go. Ran 38. Ran 38.
Throwing on 1st down. Morse. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go. Ran 38.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Caught left left side, Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom,
On first down, Garoppolo. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
All right, here we go.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And it's complete. Henry. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Garoppolo on first down. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when. He told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. On the NFL scoreboard, they're in the second up in Seattle. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the counter, here's Gordon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Chinese Ringo. Chinese on the Ringo. Chinese on the Ringo.
Now let's go. Green.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Flex round! Flex round!
Check the backer.
On 1st down, Morse. Throwing right, and that's complete. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now it's 2nd and 7, and they're definitely showing blitz here.
Single in the slot.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Detroit! Here we go!
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Strong right.
Here we go now.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Around the NFL, second quarter in Santa Clara. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Shift together here from the D-line. To throw is Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Set! Green! No, check! Patriot!
Throwing now is Garoppolo. This complete to Henry over the middle. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He completes it to Henry. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single
Now let's
receiver.
go. 3-19. Detroit.
Exit's on the go. Exit's on the go.
Gun.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
Let's go. Brad 38.
Hey, boys, we got four.
Brad
Four down.
38.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go. White 90.
Four down.
White 90.
Eyes on 10.
They'll bring the
Eyes on
tight
10.
end in motion right here.
Banjo, 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 banjo.
On third down, Drake. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Taken in at the 11. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Right. He's tight right. He's tight
Leopard.
right.
Leopard. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Here we go now.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. He's by himself, Keenan Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Ohio. 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 Flex round. Flex. Come on, let's go. Ohio. Ohio.
Get wide.
Come on. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. What?
Back to throw. Morse. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Ohio. Here we go. What? 90.
Coming left, it's Freeman. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
2nd down following the run.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
Come on, let's go. What? 90.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Come on, let's go.
Hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Watch tight end.
Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go. Ohio. Ohio.
Big Ed. Big Ed. Big Ed.
From the gun, Morse. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So out come the Chargers. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard, because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now, standing just outside his own goal line. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Heavy, 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 heavy.
Let's go. What? Ohio.
Watch 10, watch 10. Come on, watch 10, watch 10.
Flex round. Flex round.
Off the play fake. Morse. Forced out to his left. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth.
Double tight, double tight.
Come on, let's go.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Now it's Freeman. And he's brought down. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Tight right. Solo out there. Check the outs out there. Come on, let's go.
On first and 10, Morse. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Tight right. Four down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Morse. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception during the week. My goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
I got 86. Single.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Oh, here we go. Oh.
To throw on second down. Morse looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cannon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Come on, let's go.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Strong right.
Let's go.
Four down. Check. Four down. 4
Freeman again, a first down carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. You have to use timeouts. What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Ohio!
Operating from the gun. Morse. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A.J. Derby, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 23 yards on the play.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Garoppolo. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard, near the 25. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Watch two, watch two.
Hurry up, here we go!
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Flex round! Come on, let's go!
This is Freeman. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They've gone to the 4th up in Seattle. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go! Brad 38!
From the gun, Morse. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, pass the sticks, 1st down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just...
And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
Leopard!
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Gun! Here we go now.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go now.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. So a collective holding of breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole.
Flex round!
Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They gotta have 6 here. It's third and goal.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Let's go. One.
Third and goal. Here's the option left. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to.
Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Final score now on our NFL scoreboard. And the Seahawks able to take home that victory. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Atlanta,